So he's not just removing human rights from people. It's not just undermining protections for sexual assault, and not just empowering harassers and rapists and sexual abusers and stuff, which of course he would do because he is one. They are straight up doing like openly Nazi shit. They have ordered the CDC, which is the Center for Disease and Control, one of the major health organizations in the USA, to just delete a load of data sets to do with LGBT people. There is no rational argument at all for deleting data and deleting science. This is straight up what the Nazis did when they got in power. This is modern day book burning. This is them trying to remove any like evidence that LGBT people exist at all. Several US Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention websites, data sets related to HIV and LGBT people, youth health behaviors, and more have been removed after the agency was directed to comply with an executive order. Now, this as well is scary and it is terrible. And yes, this is straight up what the Nazis did. But it is different this time around. When the Nazis burnt all the books, in lots of cases, they were the only copies of the books. Or it was all the copies of the books, or getting all of that information into one place again would be, not possible. Now, people have backed up all this stuff. You can go and find a torrent of all this data, all the publicly accessible data. It's out there. They can't destroy it in the same way. Sure, they can make it less official. They can take it off the central government website, but that has not gone. They have not destroyed this research in the same way that Nazis did. They have not been as successful. I just think it's so important for people to realize the extent of what is happening here. They're deleting data and research. They're trying to destroy data and research. There's another one here which is completely related, where the CDC orders mass retraction and revision of submitted research across all science and medical journals with banned terms, okay? So they're completely just trying to shut down academic freedom, which is another thing that the right has constantly been arguing for. We just want academic freedom. We should be allowed to insult trans people and blah, blah, blah. They don't give a fuck about academic freedom, and we've known it the whole time, and we were right. They are straight up trying to ban scientific research into trans people, pregnant people, LGBT, non-binary. And another one, the National Science Foundation has received a list of words which have been flagged, possibly which would mean that you wouldn't get your grant for research. And it's all the stuff that you might expect: activism, activist, etc., black, BIPOC, diversity, female, LGBT, minorities, women is on the list. Male and men aren't, of course. So I just think whenever you talk to someone, something has changed here, okay? When you were arguing with some lame centrist before and you say Donald Trump is a Nazi, the right wing, the Republicans have gone fascist, the gender critical movement is a fascist movement, they would always be like, oh, you're exaggerating or hyperbolic. They just care about academic freedom. They just care about defending women's rights. They've always had some level of plausible deniability before. He won't really do what he said. Now he's in power, they're just fucking doing it. The first things that he's trying to do is delete research into LGBT people and women, take away protections for LGBT people and women, ban grants for more research for LGBT people and women, and various other groups. And we just point to it. This is what we said was going to happen. This is what the Nazis did last time, and it's what he has actually done now. Yeah, exactly. Must ban the word cis on Twitter. Like, it's so transparent. We were right all along, and it's literally happening before our eyes. And that is scary and terrifying. But they've played their hand now. The cards are on the table. It's undeniable at this point. So, Yeah, that is progress of some kind. I don't think them taking their mask off and coming out in the open is all bad. There is some good to it in that we now know exactly what they're going to do, they're trying to do. It's on the table, we can start fighting back against it. All of the lame centrists can fuck off and shut up and see that we were right all the time. The gender criticals and Republicans will probably still lie about it to your face, but they were always going to do that anyway.